Okay, thank you very much, Moritz, to have accepted this interview. It's very nice for me to talk about Alby. And yes, you are a co-founder of Alby. Alby is something I described a lot on my videos, etc. And is something also I suggest to people following me. And so, and what is exactly Alby? It's interesting to have your own definition.
Yeah, sure. So basically Alby is your companion when it comes to all things Bitcoin, Nostr, on the internet. So at the core is the Bitcoin Lightning wallet, and you can now plug in your Alby Bitcoin Lightning wallet to the browser extension, to the Alby browser extension, for example, and access through the Alby browser extension a lot of different Bitcoin applications that are out there and interact in a very seamless way. This is one part, but also Alby covers the mobile part, so you can plug in your Alby account to mobile apps, for example, like Damos on Nostr, like podcast apps, for example, like Podcast Guru and so on, and support your favorite content creators on this side. So whenever it comes to interacting with Bitcoin in a way to support people, to pay people, then Alby is your companion.
Yes, it's very nice. In fact, I used for example, browser for tipping someone, or also for logging in Nostr. Is very nice for this, because we have not to expose the private key, and we can log in using Alby. And another feature I find very, very interesting is the Lightning address. Mm-hmm. With the Lightning address, it's possible to have a dedicated Lightning address in Alby, and so receive easily amounts of Satoshi in our wallet on Alby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is really because a Lightning address makes it so much easier for people to receive payments with Bitcoin, like instant payments, meaning Lightning payments, basically. And this is also the goal of Alby. So we very much care about these users who are new to Bitcoin. We want to increase the usage of Bitcoin on the internet, and that's why we have to come up with tools that makes the usage easier. And the Lightning address is definitely one of them. So it's also super cool what Andre, for example, from 𝗬𝐵D invented there.
Yes, in fact, we were discussing some moments ago about Lightning address that is very nice, and it's useful for getting amounts of Satoshi very easily. And it's still unknown from the most of people, but the use of Alby makes possible to have easily a Lightning address. And in fact, in the Bitcoin Voucher Bottle, we created a facility for pushing easily sats on the Alby Lightning address, and this is also very nice. And I know that Alby is for running in a web browser, but you said also there is something for using in a mobile.
Yeah, exactly. So at the core is really you have a Alby account. This Alby account is your Lightning wallet, basically, and you can connect that to the browser extension. The browser extension itself, it's completely open source, free and open source software, and you can connect also different nodes to the browser extension and then spend your sats there. So you can use it in a non-custodial way with your own node, or you can connect your Alby account, basically. But you can also connect your Alby account to a mobile app. So when you want to have, want to introduce Bitcoin payments to a app, for example, as a developer, then you can integrate our API or the JavaScript SDK basically from Alby, and then power your app with Bitcoin. And we see that a lot, for example, in podcasting, when it's about supporting your favorite podcaster. So this is one space where we see a lot of listeners actually want to support your favorite podcasters, and it's not only interesting from the really purely payment perspective, but also it increases a lot the engagement, increases community building between the two of them, and I think that's also a reason why the engagement on Nostr is also so high compared to other micro blogging apps like Twitter, because we have these instant payments that are possible, and here again you can connect your Alby account to 𝐴𝐵𝐻𝐻, to Nostr, to 𝗕𝗺𝐻, for example, and then really pay people by just one tap. You don't have to go out and open another wallet where you have to switch your context. It decreases a lot the conversion. No, instead we say, okay, just plug in your Alby account into these apps and then enjoy seamless payments.
Yes, this is very nice also. And you said, in fact, that Alby can be used in custodial mode and also non-custodial mode using our node, etc. And yes, I tested, for example, using 𝐿𝑁bits. I connected through 𝐿𝑁bits and works very fine. So for every person who is watching this video, yes, it is possible to use also Alby in non-custodial way. There are several ways to connect to our node. I tested 𝐿𝑁bits, but there are several ones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is the custodial possibility that gives easily also the Lightning address that can be used very fast on all applications, as you just said. About the API, I didn't know that there is an API. This is very nice. There is documentation about this.
Yes. That's we have a dedicated website on getalby.com with a developer section, and there we talk about the API and the SDK that can be integrated into web and mobile applications. But we talk also about WebLN, for example, what is a set of specification that allows web apps to easily integrate Lightning payments, so that a web app can easier talk to a wallet. And this is also an interesting role of the browser extension here, because we make it simpler for developers to build these Lightning applications. So we abstract away all these different APIs to talk to different nodes and wallets that are out there. Instead, these apps, they can only need to talk to WebLN basically, and this is a very simple set of APIs, and this is therefore very useful for web developers. And for mobile, then they can use the SDK, for example.
Yes, I didn't still use the API, but seems very interesting to integrate in other applications, etc. And you have in planning also to introduce in the wallet also the LN URL 𝑉U for withdrawing with a QR code funds from the wallet?
Yeah, I mean, of course, users can always withdraw their funds to any other Lightning wallet. And now we are also looking into how can we easily enable users to withdraw to our on-chain wallet, for example.
Yeah, very nice.
So basically an automated swap in the background.
Yeah, wow, this is very interesting. I connected to your node. I established a channel, in fact, and it works very fine. It is easy for all the people interacting with Alby. Moritz, many thanks for your interview. It's very interesting. And thank you for your time. Thank you very much.